actually corset myself in, and I can reach almost my entire back, which is insane.
Oh my god, I can't do that at all.
No,
Yeah.
No,
And I don't know, I have noodle arms now.
You both do princesses sometimes, right?
Yes, I have a princess company.
Lace.
lacing.
Lace is a big no. I have to have help. Are you able to lace yourself in the corsets?
I lace myself.
She
in the
does
corsets.
that.
I actually
by herself.
by myself.
I can't.
That's why I was saying, like, my hand reaches all the way here because I lace myself in.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
I can't do
It
that.
really is. But like, this is an abnormality that I can actually do.
But
that.
it is.
It's not
It
normal.
works. Yeah.
That's a great.
To your
skill to
advantage.
have. You're
There's
not
the
much-
bad
Double
method.
jointed.
There's the bad method that
What's a bad method?
you just like you jump on your bed, you lay down. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm teaching this. It's like, so you will get the corset, right? You jump in your bed and then you try to be as flat as possible. And then it actually, like,
That's
you
what
will
I was
pull it.
gonna ask, because I was like, how do you get the vanity panel to be flat? You just lay on the bed.
You lay on the
flat.
bed.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness!
That's so smart.
I'll try that.
Well, now you know.
I bet
you
it
know.
looks so silly.
Oh my god.
Oh no, you feel absolutely crazy.
Cosplay tips. Oh
You
my
feel
God.
absolutely crazy. It doesn't change the fact that you feel absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're like, okay, this is what I gotta do. It works.
Yep. It works.
There's so many things that like cosplay have taught me that I've
Yeah.
come to realize, like dumb mistakes. I love my dumb mistakes.
Yeah, cosplay.
That's
hacks.
memorable.
It is.
A lot of cosplay hacks. I do a lot of cheat codes.
Oh, cheat
So
codes.
helpful. It's so
Yeah.
helpful.
Even today, I did a bunch of cheat codes.
Yep.
It's like tricks that you learn from other people.
Other people.
I'm always learning new things, and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome.
Like-
Never thought of that.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Paris Cosplays. I've been cosplaying for about 6 or 7 years, I don't remember. But yeah, I really love it. I have a platform on Instagram and TikTok. I also have Patreon. I do a little bit of YouTube, but not really. But yeah, I mostly do gamer cosplays. I do a lot of anime, some nostalgia cosplays, so like Totally Spies or like, oldies but goodies. And yeah, that's kind of my realm.
Yeah. She's beautiful. She's
Yep.
so stunning.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. I am Fairy LaFay. I am the one half of Peachy and Fairy.
Yeah. Yep.
We are cosplay sisters, and we try to. Our motto is community over competition. We think that cosplay is for everyone, and we're both educators, and we just really love sharing the love and getting people to understand more about cosplay, how to begin, and we encourage that everyone can cosplay, no matter the age, no matter the height, no matter anything,
Right.
gender, it doesn't matter. As long as you like something and you see that character and you want to be that character, you can cosplay.
Right.
That's pretty
Cosplay
much what
does
it is.
not discriminate.
Yep. Cosplay is love for your character.
It's for everybody.
Yes, it is. And today I'm the Scarlet Witch, which is
Yes.
my favorite Marvel character from the Avengers cinematic. Yep, the Marvel universe.
Yeah. All
I
right.
cannot say I am Baroness from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
And I'm Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I'm Peachy Pie Cosplay, the other half of Peachy and Fairy. And I've been cosplaying for quite some time. My first cosplay was Chun-Li. Yeah, that was my
That's so
first
cute.
cosplay. And I got inspired. Well, my husband now told me, hey, you should cosplay Chun-Li because you look like her.
That's so funny.
And then I would be one of those video game, forgot his name, Ghost.
Oh, the
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, Ghost.
Oh.
And then so we went to a Halloween party, and that's what we're dressed. And then somebody said, Chun-Li! And then they go, he recognized me. Then I got inspired. And then I wore Chun-Li again at a convention. There were 3 girls. little girls, 5 years old, 6 years old. They came up to me. They ran up to me and say, "Charlie, I just played you last night." And I go, "Wow, I love this." So that started everything.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
I know.
March 1st was actually Chun-Li's birthday.
Oh, really?
March 1st?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't
That's
know
awesome.
that.
That's so fun.
That is super fun.
I feel like that's how most cosplayers get roped in, is
Yes.
they go to their first event and then they're like, this is my new personality.
Yeah.
It's a whole
I like it.
it's a whole realm of like the first time I remember to this day. I was like, I'm not the only weird one.
Yes. I belong. I have a group.
You know, like being surrounded by people who do not understand
Yeah.
like that world at all. Just
Yes.
seeing all these colorful people with wigs and stuff. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It was
Yeah.
just like, I like these people. I can relate to them.
can
like,
relate to them.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
really interesting, because they said that they're both educators. I'm actually a mental health therapist, and I also work with kids. And it's funny because when I first started cosplaying, up until like honestly this year, I kept the two lives very separate.
Yes.
And I saw another cosplayer on Instagram. She's literally the cosplay counselor, and it like inspired me to
Wow.
integrate the two worlds. I was like, you
We
can
can
be a
do that.
professional and a cosplayer.
Isn't
and
that
so
amazing?
this year I've started being more open about
Oh.
being both.
Yeah.
But before I was really scared. I was like, people are
Mm-hmm.
gonna think I'm a Looney Tune. Like they're not gonna take me.
They won't understand.
But
Yeah.
the feedback has been amazing.
My gosh, I hid it from my mom for the longest time.
Oh my god!
I hid it from my mom.
Cosplayers just like.
I know.
I hid it from my mom, from my parents for the longest time, just because like I was already the child actress that was like, what?
Yeah.
No one does that. Like family of like one side is of doctors. My mom is an accountant, so it's just like. And our daughter is a theater major. It was just that
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think like the family just thinks probably that I'm the crazy one. Anyway, so it made me very happy because just what you were saying, I always thought there's no way my mom is just gonna be like, oh yeah, she just likes those
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
those crazy cartoons that she likes, kind of thing. And then she was talking to another person, and like I overheard her, and I think like it just to this day I can't forget it because my mom just straight up told another person, my daughter's an artist.
Aww.
If you can see what my daughter can do, she makes her own clothes, she designs she styles her wigs, she does these characters, she does pictures beautifully, and I am so proud of her. And I just never expected that.
Yeah.
That just like,
Oh.
yeah, that brought me to tears. I'm like trying not to think about it too hard because I'll start.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was a fear of mine for the longest time. I was like, oh my God, my parents, they're going to think I'm insane.
Yeah.
That kind of shows too that sometimes we misjudge how we think people are going to judge
To
us.
judge us. Yes.
Because you were afraid that she was going to think, what are you doing with your life? And
Yep.
she is like, respects it and loves it and is
Yeah.
proud of you. That's so beautiful.
My experience is, so I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. And my first time that my group of friends, I mean, the people that I eat with lunch,
The teacher's
the
lounge.
teachers then I revealed that I cosplay, and some of them would go, "What is cosplay?" And then I would say, "Okay, I dress up in costume," and some of them would just, you know, "Oh, costume, so you dress up." I don't know what's in their mind, but then they saw my pictures, and then they said, "Wow, you do this?" "Yes, I go to conventions now." I said, "I guess at the conventions now." Wow. Yeah. And I talk to people, and then I encourage new cosplayers. I have panels. Really? They would, yeah.
So sweet.
So
See,
they didn't even know there's a culture like that.
Yeah.
So-
We've talked about this before, that like some people think cosplay is like all lewd. And so like if you tell your coworkers, they're gonna be like, oh,
Yes.
That's
And,
what you do in the weekends. That's
No judgment to lewd cosplayers, but it's
Right.
just like when people think that that's
That-
all that it is.
That's
instead like,
what they're
oh.
thinking first.
Yeah.
I believe that you should always do what makes you comfortable.
Comfortable.
What
Yeah.
like I've always been a big thing of like I would not feel comfortable with certain things, and there are certain costumes that I will tell you some tricks and
Yes.
like bells and whistles.
Yes.
I wear tights every time. You don't see my legs.
Me too.
I will tell you
Yes.
right now. All my pictures, they don't have my legs. Those are tights.
Those are tights.
I wear tights. I wear bodysuits. I wear all kinds of stuff because I love certain designs and certain characters. But I'm like, heck no, I ain't doing this.
And I think too,
It's my comfort zone.
And
Right.
we also all work with kids, so like if one of our
Yes.
kids were to stumble upon our pages, I
Yeah.
hope that they wouldn't be traumatized.
That's true. Yeah, especially for me, high school kids.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yep.
So I also run the anime club of my school.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
And then I have a car that is wrapped in anime.
The car is so
It's Itachi, right?
Itasha.
Itasha,
It's an
sorry.
Itasha. So my students would say, "Who owns that car? There's an anime car in the
There's an
in
anime
the
car in the
parking
parking
lot."
lot.
It's actually really cool.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Her car.
And then
His car is
actually,
beautiful.
it came out on Reddit, and it had 150,000 upvotes.
Oh, the diva car.
The diva car.
The diva car.
And then it's actually the rap was a diva from Overwatch, and then the makers of Overwatch found
Blizzard.
out about it. Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yes, and they emailed me and they said, "We love your car.
Wow! Oh, they weren't.
We're gonna send."
Revoted.
Of course, because that's like promotion to them, right? So they said, "Okay, we're gonna send you a care package for your cosplay." So they send me the Nerf gun. They send me a diva mouse, and yeah,
That's so cool.
they're so sweet. Yes.
I would
Okay.
have cried. I would
I'm
have
gonna make a riot car so they can get
There we go. A Sailor Moon car.
Oh my god, that's a dream of mine.
Ryan,
for
actually,
sure.
because I don't know if any of you have seen the balloon cosplays.
Yes.
Yeah, so
He's amazing.
yeah, Balloon
Yes.
Josh does all of my balloon cosplays, and we did the balloon jinx, and Riot actually noticed that one too.
Oh
so-
my god.
Oh
but I
my
didn't get
god.
feedback.
Come on, Paris.
Still.
You gotta tell them.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
so
awesome.
nice.
Huh,
Yeah.
What are you doing, Riot? Come on.
Come on.
That's right.
Exactly. The only thing that I did, I went to LCS, me and Chloe. Mississippi.
Oh, I was so jealous, honestly. I don't get FOMO, but I got FOMO for that. That was really fun.
Tell them what
It was
LCS
so
is.
funny. Oh, yes. I forget. Hi, I've been playing League of Legends for 10 years.
Right.
I forget. So their championship is called LCS. It's the one in North America.
Yes.
And Houston actually happened to have, I'm getting like free advertisement for Riot.
Right.
It was here. It was here. It
In
was
Houston,
at the,
yeah.
it was at the NRG.
Energy.
Oh, energy. Right.
It was at the NRG Center, and it was beautiful. And so my whole life, I never understood why people go to basketball games and stadiums. I'm
Yeah.
like, just to watch people play ball? Like, eh. I went to LCS, and I'm screaming. I'm like, ah!
This is how it feels.
So that is
Yeah.
how it feels. But it takes a nerd to understand.
I think LCS
That
is
level.
bigger than like the Super Bowl, isn't it?
LCS is
It's
really
something
big.
like that. Yeah.
LCS is very big. The Koreans dominate
Yeah.
LCS.
Oh, wow.
But LCS, there's like the different divisions.
Yes.
So there's the North American LCS and there's the Worlds.
Ah.
Worlds is when
You're
they
right.
all compete against each other.
Yeah.
And normally Korean wins. The Koreans win.
Wow.
Normally the team with the Koreans win. But I was so happy to actually see the teams in North America, and I watched a live pentakill. It was a Jinx pentakill.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Live, and it was amazing, and the whole stadium went wild, and I
Oh
was
my
with
God.
it. I cosplayed Ari,
Yes.
KDA Ari, and Chloe was Lux.
Oh.
Lux.
Space Groove Lux.
Yes.
And Riot shared our cosplay in their official
Yeah,
page.
I saw that. I liked
Yeah.
I lost it.
Yeah,
I
I know.
cried.
it. Do you
Yeah.
play League too?
Huh?
Do you play League?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
do? Oh,
I love
okay.
League too.
Who are y'all's mains?
Caitlin.
Ari.
My main is Caitlin.
Yeah.
Even though I love everyone.
Sona.
I love everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite skin?
Oh my god.
Does anyone here play League, or are we just like so off topic?
Oh,
You
there
play
you
League?
go.
Nice!
Oh yeah.
Who's your main?
Cool. I don't know.
I mainly watched Arcane, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Arcane.
Okay, we're talking about
Arcane.
Oh
Arcane.
my
Arcane
Echo.
is
Team
fantastic.
Echo all the way.
Team
Echo
Echo.
is awesome. Echo
Yeah.
is
I can't
just
play
cool.
him, but I love him.
Yeah.
Echo's hard to play. I lose track. I'm like, oh, that's your old, and then like he backtracks, and I'm just like, where did we go?
It's coming up. The Arcane 2.
Arcane 2 is coming up.
It's coming up. It's
Arcane
coming
2
up.
is coming up.
Yeah, we're geeking out now. It's obvious.
Oh my
Feel free,
god.
Sorry.
If anybody has a question, just
Please
interrupt
do. Please do. Stop us.
We're enjoying ourselves here. Yeah.
Please do. Please stop
Do you
us.
have any questions about us?
us. Or about cosplay.
Or about
About
cosplay?
cosplay? This is your opportunity.
Yep.
Yep.
This is your opportunity.
Um,
For us, when we're in doubt, we Google it. Google, there's a video for
Yeah.
everything.
There is.
That's
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is.
From YouTube University.
Actually, I will admit, I do I call it research, but I've paid for wig tutorials because there's a lot of really great. I really like Wisperia on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
she's
And they're really
great.
cheap. They're only like $10 or like
For their
$6,
tutorial?
and
Yeah.
and you can buy a tutorial. And so I use hers a lot for wig styling, and they're really helpful because sometimes people are a little bit. I mean, and I get it because they've done all the research for the talent, so then they charge for that knowledge. So that's kind of a cheat code. Is honestly just like pay for the tutorial.
Right.
Help someone
Yeah.
out,
And you're
everything.
supporting them too.
yeah.
It helps them.
Yep.
And the wigs are beautiful. And another wig styling tip on YouTube is drag tutorials.
Oh,
Drag
yes.
queens, they know how to tease a wig, so
That is so true.
They do know how to tease a
Yeah.
wig. That's
yes, drag tutorials.
that's actually
Yes.
how I did my first wig that I had like with big curls and
Yes.
everything. It was a drag queen tutorial.
Yes,
No.
they're
On
so
YouTube.
great. It's like make it look like cotton candy. and
No,
smooth it
but it's
out.
okay.
The queens know.
Yep.
They do.
It's
Yep.
true.
They do.
So
Those
good
are tips.
There are a lot of good tips out there, and like the thing about cosplay that I like to always touch on when we do our panels is that there's a lot of people that there's this stigma of like they see another person that cosplays and they're like, oh, I'm no near that level. I don't think I'll even start. And that's the thing. So I try to think of RPG, right? You start at level 1 with the little butter knife almost, like
Yeah.
a little pokey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're looking at somebody at a level 100, like in full armor with everything. You're like, man, this paladin looks amazing. But you're seeing that person like so many levels ahead of you. You didn't get to see them when they started. You didn't see their level 1. So that comparison is not even fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you're comparing yourself to other people that have spent years
That's true.
doing their craft and like try and error. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So much trial and error. I've made so many mistakes. I've made a Lancer that wouldn't fit in my car.
No, it's true.
Whoops.
Remembering that
Whoops.
someone else's success is not your failure.
That's true.
And if you can use someone else's success as an opportunity
To grow.
to grow and say, "Ooh, I'm inspired by that. I want to
That's
learn how
true.
to do that." That's going to be way more productive than just defeating yourself and going, "Oh, I'll never be that good." It's like, where can I start?
Somewhere.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what can I work
You gotta
on right
start
now?
somewhere.
Yep.
And yeah, just like life, you don't compare yourself to others. You do you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if you progress, use others to progress as well. You know, like an inspiration. That's how life is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And life hack, success is determined by you.
Yep, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's subjective. It's like anything in life, it's subjective. There are certain things that you just can't measure that. How do you even measure success? It is in the eye of the beholder. It really
Yes.
is.
That's
You
true.
can only feel successful if you feel that you accomplished that.
Accomplish
I think
something.
your attitude is going to take you a long way.
Yes.
With cosplay too, and that sounds so silly, but like the way you think about cosplay and the way you think about yourself as a cosplayer is going to determine whether or not you succeed or fall behind, because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
If you don't believe in yourself, then your actions are not going to show that you believe in yourself, and then you're not going to do anything.
Yeah. And then we're also like people, sometimes we feel like we're in a slump.
Yeah.
We're
We're
human
always
beings.
not all the time like jolly and what, but there's,
There's times that you're
it's
not creative.
life. Yeah, sometimes you lose your creativity, but there are days like that, but not all the time.
I was
right?
like in a little bit of like a slump like
Yeah.
like last week.
Oh, wow.
And then like this week I bumped 2 weeks
Yes!
and like
Oh,
started
yeah.
on Lenore and like
she's
started
hyper
doing all these
this
things.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this week was like a whole new thing.
Very
That's
productive.
Another thing is like, I don't know what science this is, but it's like what's constant in motion stays in motion.
Yes.
This is another psychology hack, but a lot of people wait to be motivated to take action. But the truth is, if you take that first step and get your body moving, that's actually what's going to motivate you.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you're like down, you just smile. And you'll find out, oh my God, I'm smiling? Okay, I'll keep on smiling. And then people will smile back. He smiled at me? Okay, I'll keep on smiling.
Yeah.
And your day will go right, you know?
You have to be your number one like
Motivator.
even when things seem like
Yes.
they're not. It's also okay to be like, okay, today's not a day. I'll take today
rest.
to rest and take care of myself. I don't feel this today. Don't push it. You know.
Balance.
Exactly.
That's true.
I'm doing a corset, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do a corset in this like feeling like I'm not doing my best.
Yeah.
Because then that corset is gonna reflect that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know one thing I don't want to do? Remake that corset.
About making content. So like, whenever I make content because I enjoy it, it's like I feel like you can tell like, oh, she really enjoys doing this.
Right.
But have you ever felt like, I need new content, I need to make TikToks, I need to, and then like you can just tell by like my face that like I look miserable, like I'm a robot, like
yeah.
I'm trying to make content for society. And I'm like, oh, I hate these videos because I look dead inside. So I feel like
You're the only one who sees that.
Really?
We don't see it.
Yeah.
See, I told you, you're the worst critic of yourself.
I am.
I'm like that too.
Oh, I look like
But
I'm
nobody
dying
sees
inside.
it.
Okay.
You're the only
Can't
one who
even tell.
knows, and you're perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You can't even
We
tell.
can't tell. So
Paris is amazing when it comes
Yeah.
to social
You should
media,
see her content.
to content
Oh my
creator.
God.
She's really, really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm lazy as hell.
Me too. I forget.
I'm lazy as hell.
Oh
I'm
my
like, it will get done.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I push it.
Me, I forget.
I'm
See?
like, I don't have time for this one.
I should definitely. I have a friend that she like has an alarm on her phone.
Oh, to make content?
To
Yeah.
make content.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah.
It's like a 9 to 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a
treats
friend
it-
also who does content on a certain day of the week.
Yeah, like a Monday.
That's smart.
Monday for her day off, she'll do content.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah.
And that's really the thing. It's kind of interesting how the world has changed. Even for acting nowadays, they ask for your social media platforms.
Do
Right?
they really?
Yes, agencies do now, which is so interesting. Like back in the day, that wasn't a thing. It was just, send us your
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah, you're me.
Send us your kid,
Or
and-
you're
Yeah.
real. You're real. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was basically like you did an audition. You would have like either 2 monologues, or you would show work that you had, like your portfolio and all
Yes.
this kind of stuff. But now they're interested in like
Social media.
in social media.
Your reach. Yeah.
Your reach, yes. Which is
That's
interesting to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, even in applying for a job, they look at your social media. Right?
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
They do. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I have 2. I have one that is professional, and I have my cosplay, which I live on my cosplay one. So yeah, my work, I barely post it.
I keep it's so funny because on my, I don't know, are y'all on my personal Instagram?
Yeah,
I think you're,
yeah.
So on my personal social media, I don't post at all. Like I post maybe like twice a year. I really like weirdly hate social media. I'm very private, which
Yeah.
surprises people because you wouldn't think I'd be a private person, but when it comes to like my personal life, I'm like protective of it.
Right.
But then on like Instagram, I post every single like
Yeah.
on my cosplay page. I post like every day.
Yes. Yeah.
So it is interesting how like,
Mine is, I changed, okay, so I have a Facebook account, and then my name in Facebook is my maiden name. So my students wouldn't be able to find me.
oh.
That's smart.
Yeah, because
Have you been recognized by a student before?
yes.
I have not yet. And
Yes.
That
Yeah,
terrifies me.
actually, they found out about it. One of my anime club kids found out about it because of the Weeb Stop event.
Oh.
And they saw me on the video. She looks like my teacher.
What did they say to you? What did they say?
And then they looked at the tag, Peachy. They know my first name is Peachy. That's my real name, by the way.
Yeah, that is her
Peachy.
real name.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my real
That's
name.
so cool.
Yeah, and they know that. It's easy to remember. She's a cosplayer?
That's so cool.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine though if you were a student and like you looked up your teacher and were like,
See, that's kind of weird because like
it was weird seeing your teacher at the grocery store.
Right?
Imagine seeing
Yes.
you in a cosplay.
That happened to me. So I had I was doing my grocery, and I used to teach elementary, and then my students saw me in the grocery, and instead of saying, "Hi, Miss," they would look at, "What am I buying?"
That's funny. Nosy.
I used to teach the county over. Because of that. I teach in the
So you
county
don't see
over.
Yeah.
So that you don't have like much because
Yeah.
like you go to the grocery store. you
Right.
go, oh my gosh, the people at Walgreens, they'll be like looking at my photos like, that's you? I'm like, yeah.
That is so funny.
And it got to the point that I was like, there was this guy it was CVS. There's this guy at
CVS.
CVS. And he was like, it's the cosplayer. Like, I came by the door. He's like, it's the cosplayer. And I'm like, oh my God.
Because we do our prints in CVS.
It depends. Sometimes we did a
Yeah.
CVS.
And then especially when we are in a hurry, the guy, like in the cashier in
20
the
out 4 hours the
CVS,
day
you would
before.
see, he was so happy to see me. And I go, okay.
I actually made a friend at Walgreens because I used to do my prints at Walgreens too.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was looking at, because when you're at Walgreens and you print things, you can see them printing.
Right, yeah.
You can see the pictures.
Yes.
So don't print personal private pictures at Walgreens.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. But I was looking and I saw Comic Palooza pictures.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I looked at the girl behind me and I was like, are you a cosplayer? She was like, yes. And I was like, me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really funny.
It's funny.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
there's so many things there.
Oh, especially if you're buying some fast food in the drive-through in cosplay. You've done that how many
I've
times?
done it a lot of times. I've
Way
recorded
too many
it too,
times.
Yeah.
Like, who are those?
Elsa at the gas station. I've done that so much.
Yeah.
Elsa at the gas station. Starbucks.
Yeah.
Passed by Starbucks as a princess.
Right.
Name.
That
I start giggling.
No.
I have,
And they're like, oh, Elsa. And then yeah.
In Starbucks.
I had a friend who was cosplaying as Poison Ivy, and this little girl comes up to her and she was like, Ariel! And she goes, no, I'm Poison Ivy. And we laughed and I was like, you should have just let her believe you were Ariel. You broke her dreams.
You broke her dreams.
A friend of mine was Daenerys Targaryen. She's like, oh, the little girl's like Elsa. She let her believe that it was
Because it's
Elsa.
close, yeah.
Because of the
Oh
bleach
my
blonde
God.
hair was the blue outfit.
That's true.
I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of characters are Elsa. The kids are just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh.
funny. Everything is Elsa.
Everything's
Aurora
Elsa.
gets no recognition. Like I did an Aurora
Yeah.
party the other day, and they're like Cinderella. I'm like it's not even the right color.
Oh my God. Yeah, but let them be. If they think you're Cinderella, okay.
Yes.
That is true.
Oh my God.
For the ones that have come around, do you guys have any questions for cosplay?
Yeah.
Cosplay related questions.
Yeah.
Curiosities? We here?
My daughter, she's shy, but she's doing a Leon from
Resident Evil
Oh
4.
my God.
She's got the wig, but she's got long hair. How does she hide the hair?
Oh.
Wig. So you will need a wig cap to help you out.
Definitely.
This is glued to my face. I can't even take it off. I am using Spirit gum, and
Yeah.
That's smart.
this is a lace front wig, and this is actually Spirit gum to my face. I was like, I thought about it, and I'm like, oh no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because it's just like your face is gonna start peeling off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's not do that.
Does anybody have a wig
Yeah.
cap? We can do a demonstration.
We can do a demonstration.
So funny.
Natural here today, so.
Yeah, that's so nice when you can just wear your
See, that's the best way of having wigs.
Yeah.
Is just put them on and that's it.
That's true.
So the professional way that like actors do it is they do pin curls. So they pin curl their entire head and they use little bobby pins and pin them down. And what's cool about pin curls, because I have done it before, is when you take your hair back down, you have
Looks
like
beautiful.
curls.
Yes.
But my hair is now like past my bottom, so I do not enjoy doing pin curls. It takes forever. So I have like a lazy way where I literally get all
You do
my
the braid?
hair.
Braid.
I just literally wrap it around my head and then I hold it and I put the wig cap on.
It
Mine,
So you just want it to be the
Flat.
Flat.
Yeah. Yes.
Some people do braids because then you can have something to secure the wig to when you're pinning it down.
There's an anchor. Yeah.
Yeah, an anchor.
the old way that I learned was that you made four.
Oh,
and,
four
like,
braids?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and then you would secure your wig. There was no wig, like at that
braids.
time,
Yeah.
there was like no wig cap stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they would do the like rolly braids.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
There were 4 different ones, and that's where you would anchor your pins.
Yes.
Was in 4 different places, but that's like
Yeah.
really old school.
You can always.
I haven't used them
For braids,
yet.
and then I put the wig cap on, and then I pin it to all the
Yeah.
braids.
Yeah.
So I like triply make sure that it's nice and flat.
With the wig cap, you always want to like make sure that there's an edge that has like almost like a band at the edge. You will see like the edge that
The
has like
piping.
some sewing
Yeah.
on it, like an overlock sewing around it, and that is what it stays close to your hairline. The other part is what your hair should be inside of it. I've seen people
Yeah.
wear wig caps backwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that doesn't help because that elastic is to help to not like have
Yeah,
it sliding
anchor it.
down.
Slide. Yeah.
And I go like this. I put my hand in the wig cap and I go like this, and then I go like
Yes,
this,
yeah.
and then I pull it down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right way, but that's.
I
how
think
do
that's
it.
the right. I've seen people do it. Stella Chu does that.
Everyone
also.
has like different ways, and it's
I have different ways.
And for dark hair, I didn't for this wig because it's black, but when I have like a blonde wig, I actually will get the Got To Be Glued hairspray and I'll like push up my hairline and my
Yeah.
sideburns.
Yeah.
And then I'll like bobby pin my sideburns up because dark hair I feel like is really difficult
Yeah.
to hide.
on a blonde wig.
So,
Yes.
yeah. But that's how I do that. I just like glue it up with that awesome hairspray. And then
Hairspray.
If
Yeah.
you have the freedom, depending on the wig that you're styling, it's always like nice to leave longer pieces for the side. I do
Yeah,
that with
true.
most of my wigs that I style. So wigs have like they have these 2 little like temple parts right here. And that's how you actually center your wig.
Center.
Yes.
So
Oh
these
my
2 little
goodness.
tabs is how you actually like center them on your face. Those 2 little tabs are your
You want to
guides.
center them because a lot of people wear their wigs crooked, and that's a pet peeve for some people. But
Yeah.
if you just grab the 2 little loops that she's talking about and like make sure that your fingers are by your
that's
ears,
when you
then
grab.
you know your wig is on correctly.
Yes, and make sure what Paris was saying to move your hair around. So most wigs nowadays, the wig caps, have 2 sides. They're almost like a sack that you cut in both sides.
Yeah.
So basically, what I do, which my hair is short now, like my hair is like about here, I pass the whole thing over.
Yes.
Then I get the sturdy side, put it right here. It looks like I have a pineapple. I just grab it up, and you can see all the netting. And then I hold the top, and my hand just goes around it. To basically like
mix.
smooth
Smush
it
it.
down
Yeah.
and like
Squish it.
flatten it.
Yeah.
So all
That's
you're
true.
doing is like you're flattening your hair, wrapping it around your head to fit as much as possible.
I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of people. I just bought one and I forgot to try it today. But a lot of people swear by wig grips. Also,
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I've worn one.
Yeah.
you have one.
I've never
I'm
tried
Yeah, I
it.
have one.
gonna try one
Kaisa. I wear a wig
Oh,
grip.
It helps keep because some wigs that are heavy slide back. You won't have that problem with that short wig.
Yeah.
But if you have a heavy wig or a really long wig,
A helmet
sometimes-
wig.
Anything
sometimes
that
they
has
slide
back.
and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
So wig grips are good for that if you have a wig that wants to slide.
Wig grips.
Wig grips are really nice, and then you put them on top of your. So you will still
Like a
wear the
headband.
hair. Yeah, you will still wear the wig cap, and then the band goes like right around it, right here, and it's just to keep it from sliding. Ponytail wigs are notoriously heavy.
My Seraphine wig is like
Seraphine.
Seraphine, I love Seraphine,
Kaisa.
but I hate her hair.
Yeah, it's like it literally feels like your head is like heavy. You're like,
Yeah.
That Kaisa ponytail was killing me by the end of the day.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
She had a
I
big
remember. It really
headache.
was. She was like, I have to take it off.
Right.
Rip
Yeah.
it off. I was like squeezing her head. I was like, is this better? And she's like, yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
It gets to a point that you just like, the pain gets so severe.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's just
The
because
circulation.
it is the circulation on your head, and then the biggest thing is just like, and that even goes with horns and other things. You have
this
certain
one.
things
I
that
bet that's giving you a headache.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually took this off this morning. I went to the green room because I was having a bad headache. Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
like
This is-
even the
it's a headband.
Sailor Guardian tiaras give me a headache. Everything
Yeah.
gives me a headache if it's tight.
anything that you can actually like, I just sewn in into your wig,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
so that you
Or-
don't get a
Or
headache.
get a clip instead of a headband.
Magnets.
Or magnets, yes.
Magnets are really, really nice. So magnets, clip-ons, just ways around it because it can be tricky. Now with horns and
Yeah.
magnets, you have to see if the magnet is strong enough.
Yes.
I've had that problem at Matsuri.
Oh.
Ganyu.
It
Got
kept
you.
falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the horns, and I ended up using the fabric ones that came with the cosplay because
it was so annoying.
Yeah, it kept
the
on
magnets could not. There was
Hold
too
it.
much weight for the magnets because the horns are big,
Yeah.
and the
Dang,
weight
that's
just
frustrating.
it kept falling.
Maybe you
Yeah.
can add clips to them.
falling. Yeah.
Yeah. so you
Yeah,
can
that's
keep
the
them-
best. Yeah.
I had to sew Nedgere's like little hair loopy things, the spirals.
Yeah, I'm
That
excited for
is
that. She'll be wearing
sewn
that tomorrow.
in.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
That is probably one of the hardest things I've done. I have never done. It's
I don't even want to try. That looks hard.
It was painful. Let me tell you, it
Even
was.
the buns. Okay, so like when you see wigs with buns or like hers tomorrow with the swirly, it's an infuriating process.
Right.
Gluing the
Oh
hair
my
onto
God.
The foam and like trying to keep because hair doesn't just like do what you want it to do.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I
Hair-
bet your hands were like covered in hair.
Oh
In
yeah,
hair.
E6000. I had E6. And my whole house smelled like E6000 from head to toe.
E6000.
E6000 was everywhere. I had E6000 in my hands, and I could smell. It's weird because after you smell E6000 for so long, you smell E6000 for the rest of the day.
Oh my God.
Wait, so again, going back to like seeing someone who's like so amazing, like, oh, that cosplay's so good, I'll never be like that. I have a friend, Silly Thick Cosplay. She has beautiful wigs and cosplays, but what I really like about her is she posts all her errors. And it like really inspires me because like I see the after product, but I also see like the torture she went through to get
Right.
there. So it wasn't like she was just like, oh, look at this beautiful creation. She's like, oh man, I screwed this up. I have to do it again. It's so frustrating. And so it kind of inspired me that like,
That's
oh,
nice.
like just try it because you're gonna
Yeah.
mess up and
Yeah.
it's fine.
Everything is trial and error, really.
That's true.
That's kind of why I don't do tutorials because like my process is trial and error. It's literally like, oh, I don't like that.
Because your method might
I
not
like
work
that.
for the other people.
Oh, okay, now
you
I
know.
like it.
Yeah.
So.
There are certain things that I forget to take pictures, and I'm finally taking pictures. She was like, "Take photos, stop." I've like did the whole like I did Luca, didn't take a single photo.
Yeah.
I barely took a few photos.
Because if you take photos, you can share it, your journey.
Yep, and you help other people understand.
Yes.
Thank you. You help other people understand the process and everything.
Yeah.
The thing about cosplay that sounds really funny, yeah, it's almost like Chainsaw Massacre. Think in pieces. Honestly, I know, right? This is doom and gloom. But honestly, do think in pieces. When you are thinking about a gun, clothes, it's pieces. It's
task oriented, not goal oriented.
Goal.
You want to, and most people say
Weights
to be
too.
goal oriented, but that's not true. Like if you're task oriented, you're gonna get more done because
Right.
it's less overwhelming. It's like, okay, today I'm gonna work on the gun.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm gonna work on the sewing.
Right.
The next day, it's like just do one little task at a time, so you're not like
Overwhelmed. Yeah.
exactly. Don't do what I did with Luca. That was like a cosplay in a week with wings, and
Con
I
crunch.
wanted to
It's a
cry.
con crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was terrible. That's why I have no pictures.
I want to have a crafting party too because I feel motivated by people. So if we all just like got in a room together and worked alone together,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
Yes.
That is fun.
Me and Cosplay do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
man.
other day, well, please, you're welcome to come to my
Yeah,
house anytime.
yeah.
I was working on Lenore, she was working with Trevor, and we were just like talking to each other, but like each one of us doing something.
People do that. Yeah.
But every once in a while, she was like, oh man, I hate this elastic. I was like, I can do the elastic. So I was holding one side of the elastic, she was holding the other one, and we were pinning it together because it's hard to do by yourself because the elastic keeps like
I love
stretching
There
it
you
down.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, so having a person there, I was like, dang, if I had a friend when I did this elastic, that is so cool. But yeah, it never occurred to me. I'm just here.
We should
like,
organize one then.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Craft party.
Yeah.
Craft party.
Exactly. You have things to teach each other.
Craft party,
Yes.
not crap party. Oh my god.
Oh, about 9 more minutes. Does
Yeah.
anyone have any rapid fire questions for us?
This is fun.
What
Actually.
things are you most proud of, all three of you?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Most proud of. Oh my gosh.
That's a hard question.
Let's see, it's quiet.
You're asking me to pick children.
Yes.
Is that- it's oh my-
I was really proud of my Bowsette wig actually, and I was proud
That's
of
beautiful.
my Chibiusa as well.
Mhm.
I did a thrift flip of Sleigh Bell Katarina that I was proud of because I made it out of an oversized Santa suit, and I turned it
Oh, it
into
looked really
a-
cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I 3D printed the
the knives,
daggers.
the daggers that she has.
So I was
That's
proud of-
awesome.
It's not my favorite cosplay, but I was proud of it. So yeah, those would be mine.
Yeah. Dream come true obviously was mine was Neo Queen Serenity.
Oh. Yes.
And that's when I found
That's
out
your
I
cover
hate
picture until
beadwork.
now.
Absolutely dread beadwork.
Yeah.
I totally pay someone to do the beadwork.
Wow.
It's so tedious. It looks beautiful though. Cosplay that I really Super Sailor Moon was a gold cosplay that I had. Neo Queen Serenity was another one that I was like, this is like my childhood. It's like I couldn't believe it. Like it was like a moment of like, wow, this character that I love so much.
Yeah.
And seeing it together. And there's phases. I look back in some of my photos and I'm like, oh man, that was interesting.
The glow
I
up.
love
Yeah.
forward
The glow up.
Yeah.
The glow up is
like a
real.
kind way.
It really is. But yeah, I'd say those are some of my favorites just because the anime itself means so much to me. Crafting wise, I think the wings, the wings
wig.
were crazy.
The wings,
The
yeah.
wings I
Wings.
had Mariana help me. It was like car tint.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds awesome.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. I was still pretty proud of Luca. Even being in a week,
Yes.
it was
That
still,
was beautiful.
I was pretty proud of it. Yeah.
My favorite, the memorable one for me is Spirit Blossom Ari.
So
He looks
beautiful.
Yeah.
beautiful in that cosplay.
I
Stunning.
shot that twice. I had 2 photo shoots. The first one, I passed out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
remember
weather.
that. It's I
It was
had the
crazy
shoot
hot.
during summer, and if you know Spirit Blossom, Ari, she has 9 tails.
Yeah.
So I have my 9 tails. On top of that, I have a corset.
Yeah, kimono.
Yeah, and a kimono, and it was hot. and
The wig, the
the
ears.
wig is heavy, and I literally passed out. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it was Sweet
stroke.
Impressions who was like taking my picture, and then I didn't even know I passed out.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then Raul says, "Yeah, you passed out."
Oh my god.
And then I took another, but I'm better.
Yeah.
I learned my ways.
Make sure
So-
you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
like drinking water.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You have a question?
Actually,
Oh, 5
what you're talking about there kind of leads to how long do you keep a cosplay before you retire it? Is it a-
We have different answers. But
Yeah.
I board them. I have never gotten rid of a cosplay. I am attached to them.
Yeah, we get attached, most especially.
Luca doesn't even fit me anymore. I lost like a tremendous amount of weight, and I made her like 2 Matsuris ago, and
Yeah.
she doesn't even fit me anymore. I still keep her
Yeah, we have
because
cosplays
it's
that are
your
special.
effort.
Yeah.
It's special, and like that character means so much to you.
Right.
And it's just like it's your journey.
Right.
I
in a
also,
sense.
like have a little bit of a hoarder mentality of like, as soon as I give this away, I'm gonna need it, or someone's
Yes.
gonna ask me to wear
Yes.
it to a con, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to keep it.
always
I've
think
rebought
that.
2 cosplays before. I sold them, and then I
Yeah.
bought them back.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh
but
my
I will
God.
say that's like our answer. But I do know other cosplayers who that's how they afford all their cosplays is they just buy and sell and buy and
Yeah.
sell and buy and sell.
So they buy and then they take photos and then they sell it
The
I know,
to
smart-
buy another one.
When years
Even
do
less.
circuit and then they retire it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
people just flip it. Some people
Yeah.
literally they buy it like
Take a
they
few
take the
pictures and
photo
then they sell it immediately.
Sell it, right.
Because like Depop, a lot of people will sell their cosplays on Depop.
Depop.
Depop
Actually,
is
our friend Chloe buys a lot of cosplays off
she
Depop.
does on Depop. It's actually so that time is determined by you.
Yeah.
Obviously,
that's a preference.
it is something that is like because you have to see if you have any attachment to that. Obviously, money is a big factor.
Yeah.
I know people that would order a cosplay in the hype,
Yeah.
and then they will
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
it while the hype is still happening.
Right. Yeah.
So then you get your best price
That's smart.
out of it.
Yes.
I know
Smart.
people that do that.
That's kind of smart.
And then there is also the downside of that is like when a cosplay gets discontinued, then the
Oh,
value
yeah.
of that cosplay
That's a
can go
collector's
up if it
item.
becomes popular again. So there are
Yeah.
certain things that happen with Love Live too.
The Doki Doki Seraphine is so pretty. And
The
they
Star Guardian
discontinued
Ari,
They
which is
discontinued
available
it.
now.
it. Oh man, I should have bought it.
Yeah.
Star Guardian Ari, like because Star Guardians was like super big.
Yeah.
The price of who has original ones.
Yeah.
There are people like doubling what they paid.
I still have my Diva cosplay from Uowo, and people
That
are
one is
asking
rare.
me about that because
Because they
it's.
just-
That's a $300 like
Yeah,
I've
now.
seen people try to sell
I
it
still
for
have it.
300.
I want to
Yeah.
see it now. I'm like, ooh.
It's
I don't know if
crazy.
it will still fit me, but
I have I rebought Magical Girl Diva.
oh yeah,
Do
Yeah.
you have a question that I regret doing or didn't go as planned? I have a lot of cosplays that didn't go as planned. I don't have any that I regret. Do y'all have any that you regret?
that I regret. No, I don't.
Only if I bought them and they didn't fit me.
Yeah, that's it. You can return
I
it.
have one. Okay, so I don't regret the cosplay, but I hated it. I did Punchline.
Oh,
Really, you look so pretty.
I'm actually gonna upgrade that cosplay, so I'm planning to do it again. But I think I look like a trash bag, and I hate that.
oh.
Aw.
See, it's just you.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
We.
You look adorable
You
as
look
Punchline.
fascinating
it.
there.
Like I look like a trash bag, but I'm upgrading it, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know cosplays that I found out that I can't do? One-eye cosplays.
One
Rem,
Oh yeah.
2B, all the characters that have something
The one
in their
you
eyes.
cover your eyes. Oh no,
I can't
that's
do it.
so hard.
It drives me
Last-
crazy.
Last question, and then we have to wrap up for the next
Yeah.
panel.
guys buy or make your patterns?
Patterns.
Both.
Patterns.
I buy my patterns. I have never made a pattern.
I like to make mine because I have to readjust it anyway.
Teach me. Teach me.
Absolutely. Actually,
Yeah.
I
That's
my
hard.
Lenore, I've made all the patterns.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes. Teach
And our friend Cole.
Co also, yeah, she's a
Yeah.
basically a seamstress at this point.
Seamstress, yeah.
I do the where you buy or you can get free patterns,
Yeah.
and then you print them and you tape them together and then you cut them out. That's what I usually use. 'Cause I'm
In
like,
Etsy,
cheapo.
there's a lot.
And
Patterns.
Kenpatsu patterns are really good.
Kenpatsu
Yes,
patterns are great.
Kenpatsu
So
is
patterns
awesome.
can be good if you have no idea how to do something. Does that make sense? But it's always good to put it on yourself and do a mock-up, because then you can actually go back to that design and be like, oh, I need to trim a little bit over here and
Yeah.
redesign, maybe do a little curve and like adjust it. I'd say always adjust patterns,
Right.
because then
Yeah.
you'll have less problems to worry about. But you can start buying patterns and just like modify them and slightly change them.
Yeah. I'm kind of lazy and just waste fabric, but sometimes I'll do the pattern and then I'll alter the piece. So,
Yeah.
I'm kind of lazy.
Thank you for your question.
Absolutely. And I really recommend doing a mock-up. I know it's an extra step, but it's so important, because all your mistakes in a perfect world should be done in a mock-up.
In the market.
It doesn't happen. You still make mistakes when you're doing on the actual
That's
fabric
true.
that costs you like $40 a yard and you're crying.
Yeah.
But you're trying to use it on that mock-up saves you so much time, because a little error that you will end up doing on that fabric that is super expensive wouldn't have happened if you
That's
just
true.
did the mock-up first.
It saves you a
So
lot.
I'd say do the mock-up.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for coming.